morning and welcome to the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show, the Friday edition. Now, on this particular show, it's a special tribute to the 6th Republican President, the former President, His Excellency, President EDGAR LUNGU, who passed on yesterday when the news was announced to the nation and to the whole world that he passed on in South Africa, where he was receiving medical treatment. Now, on this particular program, we urge you, our viewers, to come through and give us your thoughts. Send your messages of condolences to the former first family, the widow, Mama Esther Lungu, and the entire family, and obviously the Patriotic Front as a party and the nation at large. We urge you, the viewers, to come through and give your messages as we mourn former President EDGAR LUNGU and as we continue to remember his life and legacy. But for now, we quickly go into what the papers are saying this particular morning. As we wait to get your calls, you can still call us on the number that will be displayed on your TV screen. Now, quickly, we go to the News Diggers, and the News Diggers reads with a headline, tributes pour in for Lungu's death. Let's mourn as one, HH. Then, okay, that's the headline on the News Diggers this particular morning. Let's go to another headline. Okay, the day Revelation comes with a headline that reads, we were Lungu's friends, than some in PF. Mwetwa, and obviously we have an image there of the former president taking a walk that was taken at State House some time back, and also we had an image there on your TV screen of the PF acting president, Honorable Given Lubinda. Let's go to another newspaper. Okay, we go to the mast. An image also of former President EDGAR LUNGU there. We have lost a true leader. It is a painful loss to many Zambians, Bishop Mlenga. Okay, so those are some of the newspaper headlines this particular morning. But you as a viewer out there can come through on 0973 852700. 0973-852700. Kindly come through, pass your messages of condolences. You can also tell us where you are calling us from and give us your views. How do you remember the former head of state, former president, and the 6th Republican president, His Excellency President EDGAR LUNGU, fondly known as ECL. Now, the message was broadcast to the nation yesterday, and the news came through as a shock to many stakeholders out there. And of course, it was made, it was brought to the attention of the public after some speculations on Facebook. His daughter, the Member of Parliament for Chawama constituency, Honorable Tasila Lungu Mwansa, announced to the nation of the demise of the 6th Republican president, former President EDGAR LUNGU. We'll be playing that clip when we get ready. And also, we saw that, okay, let's play the clip.
It is with profound sorrow that we announce the passing of His Excellency, Dr. EDGAR LUNGU, 6th President of the Republic of Zambia, who departed this morning at 06 hours at Medifarm Clinic, a center in South Africa. My father, President Lungu, had been under medical supervision in recent weeks. His condition was managed with dignity and privacy, with support from all well-wishers. In this moment of grief, we invoke the spirit of one Zambia, one nation. The timeless creed that guided President Lungu's service to our country. In time, the nation will be involved, to be informed of other arrangements. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay, so that's the Chawama Member of Parliament, Honorable Tasila Lungu Mwansa, who happens to be the daughter of the 6th Republican President, former President EDGAR Lungu there, making that particular announcement to the nation and to the public. And the question that we'd like to pose to you, the members of the public out there, is that we have seen former heads of state dying in office, and others who passed on after they left office. The question that the Zambian people are asking on our page and on different social media platforms is, who is mandated to announce the death of a former head of state? Who is responsible for announcing the death of a former head of state? Has precedents been set, seeing that at first we lost former President Mwanawasa in office, then we saw the procedure that took place, then later on we lost former President Dr. Frederick Jacob Titus Chuluba, fondly known as FTJ. We saw the process that took place. Then later on we lost former President and the founding father, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, and we saw the process that took place. And we later lost former President Rupia Bwezani Banda, fondly known as RB, and the president of all Zambians, like he was called. And we saw the process that took place. And now we have lost the 6th Republican President, His Excellency President EDGAR Lungu. The question that we ask out there, members of the public, our viewers out there, is how should this process be handled? Who is supposed to announce the demise of a former head of state? Has precedents been set already in Zambia, or we are still figuring out a way on how such matters should be handled? A sensitive topic, and also a sensitive occasion as it is, as the country is in mourning. These are questions that members of the public are asking out there, and would like to find out from those that might have an idea of how things are supposed to be done or followed, to help us through by calling through and coming through on this particular platform to have this particular discussion with us this morning. Now, just a brief background of the life history of former of the 6th Republican President, His Excellency EDGAR Lungu, who was born on 11th November 1956 and passed away yesterday, 5th June 2025. Now, he was obviously a lawyer, a father, an uncle, a brother, and a grandfather, obviously. And he was a politician, a lawyer, and he was the 6th President of Zambia from 2015 to 2021, and he ruled this country for almost a decade. That's 7 years and a half months, for almost a decade at the helm of Zambia as president. Now, he was the Minister of Justice at some point. He also served as Minister of Defense and Minister of Home Affairs. These are some of the portfolios that he held during his time. Then also, following President Michael Sata's death in October 2014, the 6th Republican President, His Excellency, candidate for the Patriotic Front, PF, for the January 2015 presidential by-election, which was to determine who would serve out of the remainder of Mr. Sata's term. In the election, he won the election and took office on 25th January 2015, and he became the 6th Republican President of Zambia. Now, the sixth Republican president, was sworn in and served his full term served his first full term from September 13th, 2016. And his early life, let's go to his early life as those images of him continue to be flashed on the screen. Now, like I said, that the sixth Republican president was born on 11th November 1956 at Ndola Central Hospital on the Copper Belt. After graduating with a law degree in 1981 from the University of Zambia, Unza, he joined the law firm Andre Masie and Company in Lusaka. He subsequently underwent military officer training at Miltez in Kabwe under Zambia National Service, ZNS. He then returned to practicing law. He then joined politics. In 2010, he then joined politics. So that's his early life and career. Now that image, I'll explain about that particular image on the bridge. That was at the launch of, is it the McKinney flyover bridge, where that bridge was being launched. By then, the Mr. Mao Sampa was the mayor of the greater city of Lusaka. Now let's go to his political life. Political career. At first, he joined the United Party for National Development, UPND, under Anderson Mazoka, but later switched to the Patriotic Front, which was led by party founder Michael Sata. After the PF won the 2011 election, the sixth Republican president became junior minister in the vice president's office. He was subsequently promoted to Minister of Home Affairs on 9th July 2012. He became Minister of Defense on 24th December 2013. Then also he functioned as acting president during President Michael Sata's absence in 2013, when President Michael Sata went abroad for medical treatment on 19th October 2014. The sixth Republican president, His Excellency, Mr. EDGAR Chagwa-Lungu, was left in charge of the country in the absence of former President Sata. Okay, and obviously we saw the events that followed through on 3rd November 2014 to on 30th November 2014, the sixth Republican president, Mr. EDGAR Chagwa-Lungu, was elected as president of the Patriotic Front at the National Convention Party held in Kabwe, Zambia. Okay, and on 20 January 2015, he contested the presidential by-election and won this particular by-election, which made him the sixth Republican president of the Republic of Zambia. And he was declared the winner by the Electoral Commission of Zambia on 24th January. Okay, then personal life, the former head of state and sixth Republican president of Zambia was married to Mama Esther Lungu, and they have 6 children. And according to the information that we have, his family are practicing Baptists. Okay, we lost the former head of state yesterday, the 5th of June 2025, at Mediclinic Medform in Pretoria, South Africa. He was aged 68 when this happened. Obviously, as Camnet, we send our condolences to Mama Esther Lungu and the entire family, the children, all the relatives. And we pray that God be with you during this particular trying moment as the nation and the world and the continent mourns a great man in the name of EDGAR Chagwa-Lungu, who served the country of Zambia for 7 years, almost a decade. His legacy, life, obviously will live on in our hearts And we'll be showing you images explaining some of the photos that will be displayed on your TV screen as we await to receive your calls. We have missed some of your calls because of the history that we are detailing to you about the former head of state. But can we have those images, and we'll be telling you some of those images, what they mean, and who sent them. Okay, so we have football legend, great Kalushabwadia, as he is fondly known, the soccer wizard, obviously sending his messages of condolences. And according to his Facebook post that we monitored, it reads, "I am deeply saddened by the passing of His Excellency Dr. EDGAR LUNGU, Zambia's 6th Republican President. President Lungu was not only a statesman but a passionate supporter of football and healthy living. I fondly remember our long runs together during his Keep Fit weekends and his unwavering support for the Chipolopolo. To former First Lady Esther Lungu, Honorable Tasila Lungu Mwansa, and the entire family, please accept my heartfelt condolences. Zambia has lost a humble leader and a true sportsman. May his soul rest in eternal peace." Kalushabwadia, former Chipolopolo captain. It was posted yesterday, 5th June 2025, and you can see some of the images there showing the former Vice President and Chipolopolo captain, Mr. Kalushabwadia, with the 6th Republican President, Dr. EDGAR Lungu, during their morning runs, and one of them obviously showing them when they were at a match somewhere. This is the Munali flyover bridge there on your screen, overlooking the Sunshine building. And this is one of, obviously, his legacies as we continue to mourn former President EDGAR Lungu. And also, the Kenyan President, Mr. William Ruto, did write his message of condolences on his Facebook page. We'll be showing you that particular image as we get ready for it. But for now, you can come through, dear viewer, and give us your call. And just tell us some of your fond memories of the 6th Republican President. Did you meet him in person? When did you meet him in person? Or did you wish to meet him in person? And if you met him in person, how was your first encounter? Tell us. Please come through. We have the Kalindawaro General Hospital in Eastern Province. Some of the infrastructure that was built during his 7-year tenure as head of state of the Republic of Zambia. And obviously more images are coming, and we'll be explaining the meanings of these particular images. This is the Kalabo bridge, yes, and obviously it was constructed during his tenure as well. And those are some of the things that you, the viewers, obviously will remember the former head of state for. But let's hear from you. Chinsali General Hospital built under his tenure as well. Come through and let us know what your thoughts are regarding the former head of state. Remember, he served this particular country for 7.5 years as head of state, overseeing the affairs of this particular nation. And today we mourn, but while mourning, we are celebrating and remembering the legacy of the former head of state. The messages of condolences, of course, have continued pouring in. Like I said, the current president of Kenya, Mr. William Samuel Ruto, did write on his Facebook page, sending his condolences to the people of Zambia regarding the demise of the former head of state and 6th Republican President of Zambia. And please come through and let us know your thoughts and how you remember the former head of state as we continue showing those images on the screen. And like I said, we'll be explaining what these particular images mean, and when they were taken and why they were taken. So please come through and let's hear from you this particular morning. And today we'll have a lineup of members of the public, prominent people, members of the Patriotic Front, some who associated with the former head of state, and some opposition leaders as well, some members of parliament, current members of parliament, and former members of parliament. Obviously, will be coming through to Camnet TV just to come and give their thoughts and celebrate the life of former head of state EDGAR Chagwa Lungu. Now, the president of Kenya there, Mr. William Samoei Ruto, yesterday he posted on his page and his Facebook post reads, "Our condolences to the family and the people of Zambia for the untimely death of former President EDGAR Lungu. President Lungu was a progressive and outstanding leader who served the people of Zambia with zeal and commitment. May God grant the people of Zambia strength and comfort during this painful time. Rest in peace." So we have seen that messages of condolences have continued to pour in as far as our neighbors, Kenya, the continent, is mourning a son of the soul in the name of EDGAR Chagwa Lungu. Now, this is an iconic picture where we have our father, our chairman, may he so rest in peace, and our mother there, Pastor Victoria Chiluba. Then we also have Mama Esther Lungu, and we also have the 6th Republican president. It is an iconic picture in the sense that these are two men that have shaped Zambia in one way or the other, and we just want to say that we are mourning together with the Lungu family. Now, that's another iconic picture there where we have the head, the 6th Republican president and the former First Lady, and we have our mother, Pastor Victoria Chiluba, and our father, who is now with the Lord, our chairman, Pastor Moses Chiluba there, and we have our station manager there, and we have some senior Camnet TV officials in that particular picture. So these are the pictures that we'll be explaining to you. Now, we do have, we are still monitoring, obviously, what messages online are saying, and would like to bring this to your attention. So, we do have a message here saying that mourn peacefully lest you end up in conflict with cyber law. That's the UPND media director as monitored from Kalemba News this particular morning. Now, UPND media director Max Muwe has cautioned members of the public against coming into conflict with the Cyber Security Act as they mourn former President EDGAR Lungu. Indeed, let's mourn peacefully, devoid of hatred and devoid of insults, quote unquote. Let's remember the legacy of the former head of state. He ruled this particular country for 7.5 years. Now we go to our Facebook page where Teddy Mwetwa, thank you so much for coming through, he says sorry. Then Kelvin C. Spange says rest in peace, father of the nation. Joti Chama says rest in peace. And we do have other people that have come through, such as Messi Zulu. We do have Habishai Kaoma, Mark O'Brien Kabanze, Christine Mwanza Skanika, Sie Namusie, thank you so much. Lamek Piri as well, Mavis Zimba, Elias Ruchanda, Danny also, Zangose coming through, Sendoi, thank you so much. Sylvia, thank you. Matthew Zumubanga, Lucky Chumunya, Mwene Muyanga also coming through. Innocent Mwale coming through. Alice Kapembwa Chifunda coming through, and many others. Now, we'll quickly go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue getting your calls and obviously continue to talk about the legacy and life of the sixth Republican president who went to be with the Lord yesterday, 5th of June, 2025. Join us after a short break. Okay, thank you so much for still staying with us this morning as we continue to look at the life legacy of former President EDGAR Chagwa Lungu, who went to be with the Lord yesterday. Now, we are expecting your calls, dear viewers. I know we missed some calls during this particular short break, but please come through and let's hear your experiences with the former head of state. Did you meet him in person? How was your encounter? How was your first meeting with him? What are you going to remember him for, and how did he impact your life as a head of state? We do have Mr. Tatila on the line. Mr. Tatila, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
We are okay despite morning. Mr. Tatila, let me get it from you. We are celebrating the life legacy of the sixth Republican president of Zambia, Dr. EDGAR Chagwa Lungu. How do you remember him?
Well, I think it's a great loss to Zambia. I think we want to pick it from where the statement of President Atainde. I think the president has put it on record that we have to mourn our late former president in dignity and in peace. But also, what you need to know, Joe, is that, and the members of the public, is that where a politician dies, you also expect to see politics. Probably me, my advice would be that, based on what President Ichema said, if we want to mourn our late leader in peace and in dignity, then we need to ensure that we only hear one statement. Like for me now, I don't expect to hear any statement from the ruling party. We only expect to hear the statement that was made by the president. And therefore, all these statements from small boys behind the president, they are supposed to be put behind because the leader has already spoken. And that is how political parties operate. Second issue is that if you check there, you find that people are on social media are actually complaining that Gideon went on to announce that the funeral gathering of their late former president will be at PF Secretariat. And he also went on to announce that there will be 7 days mourning. Wow, it's a very trick point that we needed to hear from the Secretary to Cabinet, Mr. Patrick Tango, because he is the leader there at the Cabinet office. Remember when President Lungu retired from active politics, we had a statement and the letter was shown to the public by the Secretary to Cabinet, and probably by this time, Zambians must be guided by Secretary to Cabinet on the way forward. Then he said you also need to look at it from this angle that we have got 3 groups here. We have got government, we have got PF, we have got Lungu's family. Because you need to realize that Lungu's family is not from PF.
Let me find out. Just hold on, Mr. Tatila. Let me find out. We have seen heads of states, former and serving, dying in office. How is the procedure? You are a man that is vested with governance issues and you follow current affairs keenly. How is the procedure supposed to be? Who is supposed to announce the death of a former head of state or a sitting head of state, as it were in the case of former President Dr. Levi Patrick Mwanawasa? How should it be done, Mr. Tatila, from your understanding?
No, I think, yes, I agree with your question, but I think in this situation that we are in now, it's a different case out of all, because we've been having sitting presidency dying and the former presidency dying. And then this particular one that we have now, we have a former president who was in active politics dying. And therefore, he died out of the country. And the only family members that were there, that the people who were actually supposed to transfer the information to government.
Okay.
In order for the two government offices, which is the office of the president and the cabinet, to coordinate on who's going to announce. Because in the actual sense, either the secretary to cabinet announces or the president goes live on our National Broadcasting Corporation, NBC, to announce the death of the former president. But now in this particular case, Joe, we all know that President Lungu came to active politics and therefore he died as a former president. At the same time, he died as a PF president. And that is why you saw that it was announced by the daughter, and quickly we saw a briefing at the Patriotic Front.
Is that the way it's supposed to be done?
That is what I'm saying. It is a new situation for Zambia, because there have never been such a case where a leader who has died is a former president. At the same time, he is no longer subjected to government programs, but he is now an opposition leader. So obviously you expect that maybe from the daughter or from the party, they can announce. But for me, in conclusion, what I can say, Joe, is that there is a need to ensure that government goes a dialogue way. We need to see the government, through cabinet office, the PF and Lungu's family coming to the table to guide Zambians on how we are going to mourn this man as a nation, because we know people received his message of passing on with mixed feelings. So therefore, we are looking for direction to these three units, which is the PF, cabinet, and the family for President Lungu. I think I end there.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Tatila, for coming through. We appreciate your call. Okay, dear viewer, you can as well do the same. Kindly come through and give us your thoughts regarding what has transpired in the nation of Zambia. Now, like Mr. Tatila is from saying, we have seen sitting presidents dying in office and former presidents dying after leaving office. How is the procedure supposed to be done of announcing the death of the former sitting president? What is the procedure? That's a $1 million question that most of you, the Zambians out there, are asking on different social media platforms, including our Facebook page yesterday, when the news just broke out, announced by the daughter, Honorable Tasila Lungu Mwansa, the daughter to the 6th Republican President, former President EDGAR Lungu, who passed on yesterday in South Africa. So the nation is asking, how is this supposed to be done, or how is this supposed to be conducted? Who is supposed to announce the demise of the former head of state? Please come through and let us know your thoughts. You can still engage us on our Facebook page. Remember, we are live on Topstar Channel 106, streaming live on Facebook as Camnet TV, as well as YouTube and on the Kenstream app. Please come through. We are in the dying minutes of our program. Shortly, we'll be going to the Patriotic Front Secretariat just to see what is currently obtaining on the ground there and bring you live feed, you, our viewers out there, so that you can be able to be kept up to speed on what is transpiring as we continue to mourn, celebrate, and remember the legacy of former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, who answered the Lord's call yesterday. Now, a brief background. Former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, who happens to be the 6th Republican President of Zambia, was born on 11th November 1956 and passed on yesterday, 5th June 2025. He was a lawyer, a politician, and the 6th Republican President of Zambia. Like I said, from 2015 to 2021, he served the country for 7.5 years. He was the Minister of Justice, Minister of Defense, and Minister of Home Affairs. These are some of the portfolios that he held as a minister. Then his early life, he was born on the Copper Belt on the 11th of November 1956 at Ndola Central Hospital. Now, after graduating with a law degree in 1981 from the University of Zambia, he joined the law firm Andre Massey and Company in Lusaka, where he subsequently, and also he subsequently underwent military office training in Kabwe at Miltays, and he then returned to practicing law and then joined politics. So his political life with PF starts when he joined the Patriotic Front, which was led by former President Michael Chilufya Sata, where he became a junior minister in the Vice President's office. He was subsequently promoted to Minister of Home Affairs on 9th July 2012. He became Minister of Defense on 24th December 2013. Then he also functioned as acting president during the absence of former President Michael Chilufya Sata. Now, when we look at his personal life, he was married to Mama Esther Lungu, and they have 6 children. According to the information we have, the family are practicing Baptists, and the 6th Republican President died yesterday, 5th June 2025, at Mediclinic Med Forum in Pretoria, South Africa, from obviously reasons, medical reasons have not yet been availed to us, but he was age 68 when he passed on. Okay, we wrap it up for now, but join us in the afternoon, obviously, when we continue to bring you this live feed, and we continue to interview politicians and other prominent people that interacted with the 6th Republican President. But for now, we'll be going to the Patriotic Front Secretariat, Lumumba Road, just to see what is happening there. Okay, we'll see you when you see us. Good morning and God bless.